Hello, friends. I'm lucky to have Jaclyn, my friend, here today, and we're just going to give you a taste of her presentation. So, Jaclyn, thank you so much for joining us. Where are you calling in from?
Thank you, Emily, so much for having me. So I'm calling in from Reno, Nevada, and I say by way of Boston because I'm not a native Nevadian.
Nice, beautiful. And what would you say? We were just having this conversation that people work with people that they know, love, and trust, but you have a different take on that. What is your version of that?
It's people do business with people that they know, like, and believe.
Yes.
And belief is, again, trust takes a long time to build, right? And there's different ways to build trust. But when you hear somebody speak, and when you hear somebody when they walk into a room, and it's not about acting, it's about the energy that they're putting out. And
Mhm.
part of the belief is like, is that an energy that you believe in? Is it because you can feel fakeness. You can feel when people aren't being authentic. And so if you can believe in them and believe the energy that they have,
Yes.
that's know, like, and believe.
I love that. That is fantastic. And also, it's interesting because it is a take on it. I mean, trust can be broken very easily, but when you believe that someone has your best interest, that goes a long way to you wanting to work with them.
Yeah, it totally does. And I feel like trust, because I feel like it's almost like an overused word too.
Yes. Agree.
And I can trust you, but it's going to take me a lot longer for me to truly trust somebody, because we have to be working together actually to get trust, or I
Mhm.
have to, um, there has to be a lot longer interaction. I guess, I'm thinking about my
Yeah.
son and my kids, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you break that trust, you lie to me, it's going to take you a very, very long time to build that back.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, I think that we inherently trust people, but when that trust is broken, we are gun shy.
Yeah.
We are always going to be a bit wary around that person, whereas belief lives in a different category because it's based on, can you help me? That lives in a different place other than, if I fall, are you going to catch me? You
Right.
know, do I trust that?
Right.
So your presentation is titled Relationship Capital: Turning Connections into Revenue, Influence, and Impact. Can you give me one thing that people will be able to take away from your presentation?
Yes. So first of all, I just truly believe that relationships are the crux of everything. And so people will walk away from the presentation with some words and some action items that they can use when they're out making connections. And so that they're going to come off being present and not being like everybody else in the room saying the same thing. They're going to walk away knowing that when they leave a room, or when they are networking, they're going to have solid connections versus just a bunch of business cards.
Right, which are gonna get thrown into a drawer and nobody's gonna do anything with those.
Right. Or in some cases, like I had a friend who they put them into a little Ziploc bag.
So that they wouldn't get wet?
They would scatter all over the place.
That is fantastic. I already know the answer to this, but how long have you been doing what you do?
Oh God, for a long time. So, so I've been networking and connecting with people for, I'm going to say, over 30 years, and I've I moved to Reno not knowing anybody, like literally zippo, like zero, except maybe the realtor if you want to count that, but I didn't really know her because
Right.
I lived in Massachusetts. And when I came to Reno, I brought a business with me, and what ended up happening is I grew a business, and it was crazy. I had people coming up to me that have lived here for years, and Reno is a place where people don't leave, and they have said, "You know more people here than I do."
Wow.
And I
Interesting.
was like, "How is that possible?" But it was also that I truly believe in making solid relationships, making connections, and also you have to know when to weed the good, the bad, and the ugly out so
Mhm.
that you're not wasting time on the ones that don't matter or that also don't align with your values.
Right. And you can't help everyone, and you're not supposed to. You wanna find the people that you can serve the best and connect with them and build that relationship.
Yeah.
Which and that's one of the things I love about you, and we've talked about this before. There's no selling, there's relationship building, and you find the people that you can build that relationship with over the long term. It's not just about, "I wanna sell you this one thing today and never see you again." It's, "How can I continuously support your journey?"
Yeah.
And that's what makes it different.
And that's also belief in people. I
Yeah.
think probably the worst thing that somebody could ever say to me is that I'm a good salesperson because I don't wanna ever be known as a good salesperson.
Yeah, I
I mean,
understand.
I don't because I feel like to me, like, that's so like, "Ooh, you know, buy this today and you're gonna get this." And I feel like I have to change my, "Get this today and you're gonna, get this automatic, Crystal-matic, whatever," like
I agree, I agree. Well, Jaclyn, I'm extra excited to see you in person at the Connected Queens Conference. Can't wait to put this event on with you. Thank you so much for being part of it. Thank you for saying yes. And we'll see you October 16th.
I can't wait either.
Take care.